I was at school and it was lunchtime. I was sitting at a table and I brought my phone out. I swiped down the notification bar and what I saw absolutely shocked me. It was a YouTube notification and it was from Hamza. He just uploaded a video called "I Fulfilled My Purpose," and I was shocked because I didn't fully understand what he meant by that, but I knew it wasn't good. I knew that he was going to stop uploading videos. And so I went and found my friend who I knew was also on self-improvement at the time and also watched Hamza, and I showed it to him and he was a bit confused too. So for the rest of that day at school, we were just trying to figure out what was going on, what was happening. But then I got home and I took out my phone and I clicked on the video and I watched it, and it was just him explaining that it sort of fulfilled his purpose with YouTube and he was now moving on. And I was honestly, I was confused about it. I didn't know what purpose or anything like that meant. But in that video, he also mentioned something else. He also mentioned that the next day, tomorrow, he was going to upload a whole video about how to find your purpose and what purpose is and everything. So the next day, I wake up and I see he's uploaded the video. So I click on it, I take out my notes, and I start watching it. I start making notes, and it kind of comes to me where it's like, it's on the next level. Because I hadn't just got into self-improvement, but I was still just getting there, getting onto the good habits and everything. So I decided that my purpose, or whatever it was, I didn't really understand what it was at the time, that it would just be to like get good at self-improvement and get consistent with my self-improvement habits. That's what I believe my current purpose was. Fast forward a few months and it's summer 2023. At that point, I just essentially mastered self-improvement, if that makes sense. I just got consistent with all my good habits, completely cut out all the bad habits and everything. It's like self-improvement was now the norm for me. It wasn't like I was trying to get onto self-improvement. It was like I am on self-improvement and it's just my life now. And so I was bored. I was looking for a new realm to conquer. I was looking for something else to do. And so one day, I was just scrolling on YouTube, as you do, and a Hamza video popped up, another video. It wasn't the same video as before. It wasn't to do with purpose. It was one of his older videos on his second channel, and it was just titled "How to Start a Self-Improvement YouTube Channel." And at first, I was a bit like, all right, whatever, let's just watch it. But then the more I watched, the more I was intrigued. He was talking about building a cult-like audience. He was talking about being a leader of men. And he was talking about how much money you could make off that. And instantly my mind was like, money, I can make money off this. And so the next day, I went and planned a video. I went and scripted a video. I went and recorded the video. And then I uploaded it on YouTube. And to be honest, in the first day, the video got like 7 views. Then the next day, I don't think he got any more views. But I wasn't disheartened because I know in the video he said at the start you're not going to get many views. And so the next day I uploaded another video and then another video. And I had about 3 or 4 videos until something quite unfortunate happened. My school found my YouTube channel. It's quite a funny story, honestly, because I was at home, I was off sick, and I received a message from my friend and he just said, "Everyone's making fun of your TikTok, are you alright?" And at first, I thought they meant my old TikTok account, because I've got like a really old one from a few years ago when I was young that I can't delete now. I thought they were making fun of that originally, but then he said, "No, it's your TikTok from just a few days ago." And then my mind was just panicked because I remembered I'd uploaded I uploaded some of the videos back onto TikTok. And so I was just like, oh my God, what the hell has just happened? What the hell has just happened? And I remember opening TikTok and just seeing like however many 100,000 views on one of the videos. And then I looked in the notification bar and it was people from my school commenting on the videos and stuff. Essentially what had happened was somehow, I don't know how, but the video had been put on put onto the For You page for everyone to see. It got however many 100,000 views and my school found it through that. And so that night, my dad came into my room. I already know he knew. He sat down on my bench press and he just said that he knew about it and we talked about what we were going to do. I'm quite fortunate, honestly, because my parents, they've always been very supportive with everything. And so he was fine with me deleting the current channel and making a new one. And that's a channel I've got right now. And again, I just started making videos, but I took it a lot more seriously this time. I was doing the editing, I was doing the thumbnails, I was doing the proper good titles as well. See, SEO optimization, all this mad YouTube stuff. And honestly, I was absolutely hating it. I was hating every second in it, every second of it. But each of the videos were getting like 400, 500 views each. And so I was like, yes, views, I've got views. But I was just hating it. I was hating making the videos. And because I was hating it so much, eventually I just completely stopped. For about a month, I just didn't make videos. I was being consistent before. I was uploading a video like every 2 to 3 days. But there was a whole month where I just didn't upload. And I got into a really, really bad rut then. I went back to playing video games, and that's a whole nother story. But essentially, I hated making these videos, and so I stopped. And then about a month later, I came back. I uploaded a video titled, I Need to Be Honest With You. You can probably look on my channel and find it now. And essentially, in that video, I said, I'm only going to make videos when it's going to be truly valuable. I'm only going to make videos when I actually want to talk about a subject, and I'm not going to force myself into making videos just for the sake of making videos. And honestly, that was a really, really good decision for me, but it only lasted 2 or 3 days before I started seeing the videos were getting views again, and so I went back to chasing the views because the views got back in my head. And so I started making videos with more like flashy thumbnails and all the editing and stuff, and I was hating it again. And then I started making YouTube shorts. And I mean, if you know anything about scrolling and like people who scroll and everything, you know people that scroll aren't really high quality people. But they will click subscribe if you tell them what they want to hear. So I was making all these videos. I was copying another big YouTuber making these shorts. I was copying someone called Jack Pigott with his shorts. I was outright copying them basically, word for word essentially. But they were getting views and my channel grew like 1,000 subscribers in like a month basically. And that was insane because before that I was on like 300. It took me like 3 months to get to 300 subscribers, and then in a month I gained another 1,000 subscribers, and my mind was just blown. I was like, shorts are the way to grow. But I was hating it again. I was just hating doing this. I was just stimulating myself with really, really big numbers. And eventually I stopped again. Not because I was hating it, but because I wanted to start making a course. I know, I wanted to make a course. I wanted to make a course on like how to grow a self-improvement YouTube channel because I thought, oh yeah, I've got loads and loads of growth from making these shorts. I can teach other people that. And in that break where I stopped uploading it again, I joined Adonis School. And honestly, that made my mind go crazy. It completely opened up my mind to a whole new realm because it really went into depth of purpose. It really went into depth of purpose. I mean, when I was making these videos, I was kind of like, yeah, I'm helping people. And I was making the excuse that I was helping people and that's why I was doing it. But it never really was purposeful. I never really was truly focused on helping people. My main driver, the main motivator for me was simply just to get views. But when I joined Adonis School, I watched this lecture. I watched this like live cool recording thing when Hamza talked about a new YouTube mindset. Honestly, my mind went crazy. My mind was split. Half of my mind was into making money and getting loads of views, and the other half of my mind was just like into helping people and being purposeful and being authentic. And it was a whole big battle going in my mind, and that lasted for a week or 2 weeks or so. And in that time, it was like I started making authentic videos again. Not on this channel, but on like, I made like an unfiltered channel, like a French channel. I just started making really unfiltered, authentic videos, and I love doing that. And on the other hand, I started making another private community again, just to sell, like, I started coaching and stuff. I started coaching because I wanted money, honestly. And I started making a whole new private community just to sell the coaching. And it was like, part of me was being really purposeful and part of me was being really money driven. And honestly, it was just a whole big battle going on in my mind. It was like part of me was being really authentic and part of me was doing the coaching for money. But then also part of me was like, oh yeah, I love coaching. I really do love coaching, honestly. But then out of all this turmoil, out of all this chaos going on in my mind, came something really, really clear. And that happened last night. And last night, I watched a lecture that Hamza just really recently made. And it was titled Purpose Over Profits. I'd already been using this slogan for a bit before he made this. So I haven't completely copied it, don't worry. But yeah, I watched this lecture that he made, and it made it dead set in my mind. I completely understood why purpose is so much more valuable and why purpose is so much more important than making money. And I've fully understood this concept now, and honestly, I think the whole concept of purpose over profits is so valuable if you can fully understand it, and I've just managed to fully understand it now, so that's what I'm going to teach you now. The main idea of this video is to explain to you and to teach to you why valuing helping people and why valuing your purpose and why valuing enjoying your work is much more valuable than just getting higher numbers and getting materialism and stuff. The first section is, what is purpose and what is yours? Now, purpose, simply put, it's the work that you could do, that you would enjoy, that would also help other people at the same time. There's two vital parts to that. There's enjoying your work. Obviously, you want to enjoy your work to be happy and stuff. But then the second part you might be a little bit confused about, and that is your purpose has to be something that helps other people, yes? And that's because if you go into all the tribal stuff, basically, our bodies now are the exact same as when we were cavemen. So if we just relate back to when we were cavemen, yes, it'll all make sense. So basically, when we were cavemen, yeah, we were in a tribe, and if you wanted to stay in the tribe, then you must provide value to the tribe, if that makes sense. If you didn't want to get kicked out of the tribe, then you must help the tribe in some way to make sure the tribe doesn't kick you out. Because if you were just useless and you weren't helping the tribe at all and you were just eating the food, then the tribe would kick you out because you're just eating their food and not helping them in any way. So for you to stay in the tribe, you have to help them, yeah? And so it's naturally rooted in human psychology and our human biology and stuff that we need to help other people and we need to help people in our tribe. Obviously, we don't have tribes nowadays. But it's deep-rooted in our psychology and our biology that we need to help other people to lead a really good, positive life. And so purpose has the two parts. You've got to enjoy it, that one's obvious. And also you have to help other people with it. You won't be able to truly love your life if you're not actually helping other people in some way. And now the second part is finding your purpose. And honestly, some people, their purpose comes to them just like that. They think about it a little bit and it's just like, yes, I know exactly what it is. For others, it can be quite a challenge to find, honestly. So if you want to have a go at trying to find your purpose right now, just ask the questions to yourself. What would I be doing if money wasn't an issue? And what are some things that I've loved doing ever since I was a kid? Just ask those questions to yourself, and then it might come to you right now, but I mean, for some people, honestly, there's no water left, I need to get some more water. Yeah, for some people, it can be quite a challenge to find. So if it is, then I would say literally just spend at least an hour a day just journaling, not gratitude journaling, just journaling, thinking about it, doing some deep thinking and journaling about what your purpose could be. Ask yourself these questions. Read The Way of the Superior Man, watch Hamza's videos on purpose, do everything you can to find what your purpose could be, because your purpose, it's simply just the work that you could enjoy that would also help other people. It's not some fancy, this is what you're born to do or anything. Simply the work that you would enjoy that would help other people. That's simply it. It's not a big deep question or anything. You can probably figure it out. Just make it your mission to find your purpose because if you don't know your purpose, then you're kind of directionless and this video will be quite hard to understand. I mean, if you don't know your purpose, still watch this video definitely because it will help you, but really finding your purpose should be your #1 priority. And if you think you found it, if you think your mind's set on something that could be your purpose, then just keep asking it to yourself, why do you want to do this thing? Why do you want to do this thing? So for me, my purpose is helping people with my YouTube videos and stuff. That's simply, I enjoy making videos and the videos help people, yeah? So I could ask myself, why do I want to make videos? Well, I want to make videos because I want to help people to not go through the pain that I went through, if that makes sense. Why do I want to stop them from going through the pain? Well, because you keep going deeper and deeper. You keep asking why. You keep asking why and you keep going deeper into what you want to do. And if it comes down to helping people, then it is going to be your purpose, okay? I've made a little Notion document down below. I've literally just put everything in it that could help you find your purpose. So, I mean, go click on that now and you can go click duplicate and answer all the questions and stuff on that. Part 2. Why is purpose more important than money? 4 years ago, I was sitting on my bed with a PS4 controller in my hands. I was looking straight ahead at my TV, and on the TV was the game Fortnite. I used to be Absolutely addicted to Fortnite, and I just got on. I just logged on to the Fortnite, and in my friends list, I opened the friends list, and I saw one of my friends there. I joined his like lobby, and we talked, and he just said that he absolutely hated playing Fortnite. So then I clicked on his like profile thing, and I saw how long he'd been playing for. 5 hours. He'd been playing the game for 5 hours, and he's just told me he hated playing the game. So I asked him, why are you playing the game for so long if you hate playing the game? And he just said that he was trying to get to the highest ranked level. He was trying to like level up to the really highest rank and to get all the rewards from being on the high rank and everything. And I just asked him, well, if you hate it, then why do you want to get a high rank? And he just couldn't answer. And it made me realize that he must have such a sad existence if he's just playing this game for so long and he's not even enjoying it. He's playing this game so much just to get a higher number on the screen. Like, how sad is that? And this links into my point. Don't play a game for the score. Play a game because you enjoy it. And I'm not talking about like video games here. I know all of us here, we're all past video games. But there are gamers who will play a video game just for a higher score and not because they actually enjoy the game. And that must be so sad. And the thing is, there are people kind of doing that in real life too. There are people who are just doing things to get bigger numbers, and that's these like Dubai materialistic entrepreneurs. You know, you see these people on like Instagram, and they're in Dubai, and they said, oh yeah, just signed a new 10k SMMA deal, and then they've got like the nice watch on their wrist, and they've got like this nice fancy car that they've rented out and stuff. I guarantee that 99% of them hate what they do for work. Because all of them, they're all doing like affiliate marketing or SMMA or sales or whatever. Like, do people really enjoy doing that? Do people really enjoy like writing out 1,000 cold DMs a day? Like, no one really enjoys doing that. Those people, they're just doing it for the money, aren't they? They're just doing it so that they can have the nice watch, so they can have the nice car, so they can smoke the cigars like Andrew Tate. I bet most of them just hate their life, but they're just stuck chasing the numbers. That's such a sad existence too, isn't it? Don't play the game for the score. Play the game to enjoy the game. Alright, look at it this way. If you focus on money, then you are essentially trading your time for money. Let me ask you this question. Would you spend a year in jail for 100k? Maybe, probably not, no, because it's a whole year of your life just for 100k. Would you spend 10 years of your life in prison for $1 million? No way. Who would spend 10 years of their life for $1 million? So if you wouldn't trade your time for money, then why are you spending so much time on work that you don't enjoy just to make more money? It's the same concept. Spending time in prison for money like that is the exact same as you spending loads of time on work, not enjoying it, and then making money. It's pointless, isn't it? It's the same concept. You shouldn't trade your time for money. And most of the time, if you are, then you're doing it for materialism. And materialism will ruin your mental health. Materialism is like getting the nice watch, getting the nice car, like stuff like that. That's materialism. And trust me, when you buy like a materialistic thing, it'll only feel good for a really short amount of time, and that's because of hedonic adaptation. Hedonic adaptation is when you get used to what you have. So people living in poverty, they're used to living in poverty, so it just feels normal to them. But someone living in a massive luxury mansion with loads of cars, they feel the exact same because of hedonic adaptation. Because I'm not going to go into the whole depth to explain it, because even I don't fully explain the whole psychology stuff, but you just get used to what you have. Like, for example, like if you got a nice Christmas present or something, it's Christmas, I bet now it doesn't even feel that good anymore, does it? And that's because of hedonic adaptation. You get used to what you have. And so when you buy all these materialistic stuff, you don't even feel good about it. You feel good about it for like a day, and then it's just gone. And then it makes you feel worse because now your standard for what feels normal is higher. Because like you got all this stuff, so you need this stuff to make you higher. You literally get addicted to this materialistic stuff. Materialism ruins your mental health. And if you focus on money, then most likely you're not going to be helping people as much as you could be if you focused on your purpose. And that will make you feel horrible. Imagine that you had the ability to save the world. Imagine you had the ability to like end world hunger, or like make sure there's no poverty anymore. Imagine you had that ability, And instead of using that ability to help people like that, instead you just use that ability to make more money for yourself. How selfish would that be? And that is essentially what you are doing when you prioritize money over your purpose, because everybody has a purpose where they can help people. Everybody has the ability to make a positive impact on the world, and yet most people, especially these like Dubai materialist entrepreneurs, they don't care about other people whatsoever. They just care about themselves. They just care about making money for themselves so they can get the nice Andrew Tate watch, cigars, cars, living in Dubai stuff. They don't care about anybody else. They are just doing it for the money. And they must have such a sad existence for that. They must have such a sad existence for just chasing this money, because when they chase the money, like, as I said, it goes back to this like human psychology. They're not helping anybody, and because they're not helping anybody, they just feel terrible because they're not providing value. It's like the tribal psychology says that if you're not helping people as much as you could be, then you won't feel as good as you could. And you really think of these like Dubai materialistic entrepreneur people wake up with a massive drive to work and make more money? No, they don't, do they? They've already got the money. They already live in Dubai with a nice car and stuff. Why should they have a greater desire to make more money when they've already got loads? They won't have any motivation to work whatsoever. They'll hate their work, they'll hate their life, and they'll just be stuck, being controlled by the money. They are slaves to money. They are enslaved by the cars. They are enslaved by the nice watches, because these things make them think that they need them when they don't. But on the other hand, if you look at us, we're focusing on our purpose. We're making a positive impact on the world, aren't we? We are helping people, especially with this whole movement of self-improvement. We are helping people and we are making a positive impact on the world, and so we feel good about that, don't we? When we are helping people, when we're following our purpose, we feel so good about that, don't we? And that's because the tribal psychology, it says if you are helping people, you will feel good. And that's just how it works. And don't lie to yourself, you do wake up with a drive to work hard every day, don't you? When you are focusing on your purpose, when you are focusing on helping people, you wake up with a massive drive to work. I woke up this morning, literally jumped out of bed. And when I say jumped out of bed, it's like, I got out of bed so fast. I got in the cold shower for like a minute. I came down here. I was going to record straight away, but I thought, no, I need to make this whole video plan even better. So I spent an hour and a half planning this video, and then I work like this. I haven't checked my phone. I haven't checked YouTube. I haven't checked Discord notifications or whatever. And that is because I've got such a like strong drive to work. When you jump out of your bed, instantly run up to a cold shower, get in the cold shower, get out, and then start planning your videos within like 5 minutes of waking up, you feel so good. You feel so motivating. You probably know what I mean. When you're focusing on your purpose, you have such a strong drive to work. You wake up with a burning desire, a burning passion to help people, and that is so beautiful. If you follow your purpose, you'll be serving the world in such a positive way, and who doesn't want that? Part 3. Why can't I get money sorted now so that I can focus on my purpose later? I was standing in the middle of the woods, in between all the undergrowth. I was nowhere near a path. And I was standing there, and between my legs was a bike. And in front of me was my friend, and he was facing towards me, and he also had a bike between his legs. And what we had been doing was we were simply just exploring our local woods on our bikes, going off the main trail, exploring and stuff. But why we had stopped is because he had said something that had really piqued my interest. He had asked me what I want to do with my life. He had asked me how I want my life to go. And so I just told him. I told him that I'll get money sorted, and after I get money sorted, I'll start doing something that I truly enjoy. And what I told him I was going to do, that's exactly what I did. I was making YouTube videos to try and get views, to try and get loads of money. I was doing freelance video editing. I was editing videos for people to make money. But I hated making videos like that. I hated editing videos. But I was only doing things like that to try and make more money. In my mind, I had it planned out that I was going to make loads and loads of money. And then I was going to start living my life. And I was suffering from the really wrong mindset that I'll explain here. Okay, please, for this next part of the video, pay with your full attention, because it is quite hard to understand. And if you do understand it, then trust me, your life will be like twice as good just by understanding this, alright? So please pay your full attention. If you want to make notes, then make notes, because no one else has really talked about this. Okay, There are finite and infinite games. I've learnt this from the book, The Infinite Game, which I've just started reading. There are finite and infinite games. A finite game is a game, a realm, something that you do that has an end, it has a goal, it has an end point, there's rules to it. So, for example, football. Playing football, it's a finite game. You know all the players, you know everyone who's playing, yes. There's rules, there's agreed upon rules, and there's a goal to win. And when the goal is met, the game ends and everybody goes home. Or, for example, another finite game could be something like buying a house. There's always an endpoint to when you want to buy a house, if that makes sense. You either buy the house or you don't. There's an endpoint to it. Finite games have usually a set amount of players when you know who's playing. They have a goal, they have rules, and the game will end and everybody will go home and yeah. But infinite games, they aren't like that. In infinite games, all the players are unknown. Well, you might know some of the players, but you don't know all of the players. In infinite games, there is no set point. There's no way to win the game. There's no rules in the game. And there's no way to win the game. There's no end to the game. It's an infinite game. In infinite games, you cannot win. There's not really any rules. You don't know everyone who's playing, and yeah, there's no way to win. Examples of infinite games could be like business or friendship or something like that. You can't exactly win business, and you can't really win friendship. There's no real goals to winning business or winning friendship. Obviously, you can get really good at them. You can really get a really good relationship with your friend, or you can make loads of money and become really, really reputable in business, but you can't win business and you can't win friendship, can you? And each of these types of games, finite games and infinite games, they both require their own mindset. A finite game requires a finite mindset, and an infinite game requires an infinite mindset. Now, you will fail when you apply a finite mindset to an infinite game. When you apply a finite mindset to an infinite game, you'll be hoping for an end to the infinite game, which won't happen. And so you just get stuck at this point where you're trying to win this game and get to the end point of this game, which won't ever happen because the game isn't winnable and the game won't end. Right? That might be quite confusing to understand, but I'll explain it again with the example of business and making money. Business and making money is an infinite game, and yet most people come about it with a finite mindset. Most people hope that eventually they'll be able to win business, yes. Most people hope that eventually they'll be able to make enough money to win the game of business, and then they'll be past the layer of business, they'll be past the game of business, and they won't have to focus on making money anymore. But that isn't how it works, because business, it's an infinite game. So when they apply this finite mindset and hope to win business and hope to get the end of business, they get stuck at this point where they're trying to win business and they keep thinking that they have to make more and more money to win business. But you can't win business, can you? You can't win business. And so you have to stop trying to make more and more money to win. Because they get stuck at this point where they're trying to win the game. And the more money they get, because they think making money will make them win the game, the more money they get, the more money they think they need. And so they get stuck in this infinite loop where they keep trying to get more money to keep trying to win the game, and it just doesn't work like that. They will be stuck trying to make more and more money to win, and they won't ever win because it's impossible to win business. These people are being constrained by money because money, it's a limiting belief. Money is a limiting belief where you believe you have to have money before you can start living your life. And so these people are falling into that limiting belief and just trying to make more and more money to try and get past the money so they can go live their life. Now, a lot of people believe that they just make the money now so the money's sorted, and then they go and focus on their purpose. The first problem with that is, as I just explained, you will never get to the point where you will make enough money. You will never get to a point where you make enough money. And second thing, if you do manage to eventually realize that you won't ever make enough money and you do switch to your purpose, you're just going to lose all of that money straight away, basically, because due to the compound effect is the effect where the more work you do, like the more results you get, if that makes sense. So your results, they go like at the start, when you start like a new task or something else, I look at it in business. When you just start a business, you get like no results, you make no money, and then very slowly you start making a little bit of money, and then it speeds up. The amount of money you make, it speeds up, it accelerates, and the graph of how much money you make, it goes like that, and then it goes up like that, doesn't it? That's called the compound effect. The compound effect also works in reverse, where if you got loads and loads of money, as soon as you stop working and stop trying to make that money, the money will just drop really, really fast, if that makes sense. Now, if you stop working on your money, so your money's up here and your purpose is down here, yeah? When you stop working on your money, it goes down really, really fast. So your money just shoots down like that. But your purpose is here. Bro, this is just, I can't do it. I can't do it. I'll draw a little thing on screen, okay? So, your money is up here. And when you stop working your money just drops down like that, yeah? Your money just, straight away, it just drops down like that. However, your purpose, it very slowly starts going up. Very, very slowly starts going up, yes? So essentially what happens is when you switch from money to your purpose, you lose all your money really, really fast before your purpose starts getting results. So when you switch from money to your purpose, your money will go before you start getting results from your purpose. And so when you get to that point, essentially you'll be at this point where you won't have any money and your purpose won't be making any results, and you would have just wasted the past however many years trying to make money all for nothing now. And you might say, oh yeah, but I'll just save up money and use that money really slowly. Well, guess what? Maybe that would work, but the money would just feel like nothing because of hedonic adaptation. You would be used to making loads of money. And so if you now have to live on these savings and you have to live like you're skint, then it's going to feel horrible because you're used to living this lavish lifestyle and now you're living like you're poor. And so hedonic adaptation will just make you feel terrible. And then once you switch from money to your purpose, you'll be at this point where you won't have any money. Money will feel worthless because of hedonic adaptation. Your purpose won't be getting any results yet. And you would have just wasted the past however many years on making money which you no longer have. Every day that you're not working on your purpose is a day that you can't get back. Another good example is if you do YouTube or social media or anything like that, this will really like make you realize. Right, imagine you're doing YouTube, yeah, so you're doing social media, and you start making content for like brain dead Jeffrey kind of people, yeah? So you start making all these clickbait videos where you get loads and loads of views, yes? But it's not purposeful, you're just doing it for money and you're not helping anyone because you're just making clickbait content that gets loads of views. Now, imagine you make loads of money with that, and then you decide, okay, I've made enough money now, and then you go and start making content which is actually helpful and actually valuable. What will happen to your audience? Your audience of all these like Jeffrey degenerate people who just need to be stimulated by your clickbait content, all these people, what will happen to them? Well, when you start making new videos, new types of videos, all of them, they'll just go. They'll unsubscribe from you and you'll just lose all of your audience. And then when you're making these valuable videos, the new audience that would like these valuable videos, they're still coming in very, very slowly. And so you'll be left at this point where your past audience that was making you loads of money, they're gone now. And the new audience you're trying to focus, they haven't come yet. And so you're left at this point where you haven't got any money and you still aren't following your purpose really. You still haven't got any results from your purpose. And basically everybody suffers from this. Every man suffers from this. That they think they'll just get money sorted now, and then once they get money sorted, they'll live life later. Most people are still just trying to make more and more money just to get past this constraint of money, because money is a constraint. Money is the constraint where you think you need it to go and live your life. Most people are suffering from this constraint and just trying to make more and more money. The way to get past this constraint is a different approach. To get past this constraint, you need to go about it in a much different approach. Part 4. You must penetrate your desire for money. Okay, again, this is going to be very, very confusing, but I'll try to explain it the best I can. You must stop hoping for completion of anything in life, because life and purpose are infinite games, and so you have to use an infinite mindset on them. Basically, what this means is that your life, it's essentially an infinite game. Obviously, your life isn't infinity and stuff, but it's long enough to say that it's an infinite game. And you only get one life, so you might as well live every day how you want to, because as I said before, every day that you're not on your purpose is a day you cannot get back. So every day you spend trying to make tomorrow better is a day wasted. Whereas, why don't you just live today like how you would want to live tomorrow? I'm really, really sorry if you don't speak English natively, because that might be quite hard to understand. Essentially, what I'm saying is to live every day how you imagine your perfect life to be. Because for most people, there's only one thing holding them back from living their perfect life, and that is money, or more specifically, it's their desire for money. As I've said multiple times now, money is simply a mental constraint that says that you need it to live your life. To get past this desire for money, you have to penetrate the desire for money. And what I mean by that is you literally have to just turn off your desire for money. Stop wanting money. You can do it. You can do it. Right? Look at it this way. You can control your emotions, can't you? Actually try and do this as an actionable step right now, okay? Try and make yourself feel angry. Work yourself up, make yourself feel angry. Actually do it. Actually make yourself feel angry. Make yourself feel angry at something, because you can control your emotions. You can do it. You can make yourself feel angry, can't you? You can make yourself feel angry. I'm doing it right now. I've made myself feel angry, bro. I'm angry. I don't know why I'm angry, but you can make yourself feel angry just like that. Obviously, it's not like pure, solid emotions, is it? But like, let's be unangry now. Let's calm down. That might sound kind of stupid, but trust me, if you actually try and you don't try and take the mickey out of it, you can control your emotions. I don't know what it is, but you just can. Ow, I just got a random pain. You can control your emotions. If you take it seriously, you can control your emotions, but not only can you control your emotions, you can also control your desires. You can just turn off your desire for money, just like that, can't you? Just say to yourself, I don't need money. I'm gonna live like a stoic. A stoic is like, you have to research into it, it's a whole deep thing. A stoic is like the ancient Greek philosopher people who just like, they're all clever in their minds and stuff, and like, stoics, like, they didn't care about money or possessions or anything like that. So live like a stoic. Just tell yourself that I'm a stoic now. I don't care about money. I don't need money. Just tell yourself that. Turn off the desire for money. Turn it off. You don't need money, bro. Do you? You're better than money. You're above money. Money is a constraint that you no longer have because I've just freed you from that constraint. You've just turned off your desire for money, haven't you? You can just do it like that. You can just turn off your desire for money, can't you? And you just have. Haven't you just turned off your desire for money? That's crazy, isn't it? That might be two new things you've discovered. You can control your emotions. It's like when I'm about to, like sometimes when I'm recording, I have to like go into a rant for the recording. It's a whole like video YouTube thing. But I can make myself feel angry just like that. I can decide that I can be angry. It's a whole skill and it's so useful. Like being able to control your emotions just like that. And being able to turn off your desires for money, especially for money, just like that. You're above money. You are no longer constrained by money, are you? Because you've just freed yourself from the desire for money. And now once you've turned off this desire for money, once you've got rid of this constraint of money, you can now live your life like you truly want to, okay? Ask yourself the question, what would I do if money wasn't an issue? How would you live your life if money wasn't an issue? Go and really think about this. You can pause this video. There's another like Notion template I've linked below, which has quite a few deep questions in to make you figure this out. Go click on that right now and go answer the questions. But right now, you should have a picture in your mind of how you want to live your life after you've got rid of money, after you don't care about money. Now, go and live your life like that. Go and live your life like that. This is just something I've learned really, really recently, to the point where I haven't even been able to be actionable on it. Last night, I learned about all of this. And so last night, I started planning this video. And then now this morning, I did a bit more planning and now I've recorded. But I envision my life to be like exploring on my bike all the time, like having fun on my bike, exploring outside in nature, but then at the same time, recording the lessons that I find truly valuable, like posting videos on YouTube and helping people like that at the same time, learning and then teaching. That's how I envision my life to be, and that's how I'm going to go and live my life now. Hold me accountable on this. I'm going to start truly living my life how I want to, because these past few weeks and stuff, I haven't really gone outside much. I've been doing all the self-improvement stuff, but I haven't really been having fun. I've just been focused on work. And I haven't really enjoyed it, because you need more fun and you need more adventure in your life. And if you're focused on money, then money doesn't let you have that focus. No, if you focus on money, money doesn't let you have that fun or adventure, really. But I mean, maybe how you want to live your life is more like how a kid would live. Exploring, having fun, but then at the same time, you still have your purposeful, valuable mission. If you go and live your life like this, then you will be penetrating that desire for money. And once you've penetrated the desire for money, you can focus on your purpose, and trust me, bro, when you focus on your purpose, your life is so much better. Part 5, the score will take care of itself. Now you might be thinking, yeah, but if I don't focus on money and if I don't like care about money at all, then I'm just going to be broke and I'm just going to be homeless and living on the streets, and that isn't a good life. You're wrong. Wrong. If you focus on your purpose, you will actually make more money than if you focused on money. And that's because of 2 reasons, really. The first reason is neediness. Yes, neediness. And that is because That is because if all you care about is money, then you will be needy for money. And if you're needy for money, you will only care about providing value to people to get money back. And so if people see that all you care about is yourself, and if people see all you care about is making money for yourself, they will see you as selfish. And people don't like selfish people. And all the money you make, it comes from other people, doesn't it? All the money you make, it comes from other people. And so if people see that you're selfish, they're not going to like you. And if those people that are going to give you money don't like you, they will give you less money. And there you go. By wanting money and being selfish for money, yes, people have now given you less money, you've made less money. By focusing on money, you have now made less money. And that's what all these Dubai materialistic entrepreneurs are actually suffering with. Trust me, a lot of them, if they truly cared about helping people, they would be so much richer. But on the contrary, if all you care about is helping people, and all you care about is providing a positive impact in the world and providing for people, then people will like you. Because if people see you as someone who cares, and if people see you as someone who just wants to serve the world, then they won't see you as selfish, and then they will like you. They will like you more if they just think that you want to care for the world. And because money comes from other people, if those other people like you, if people like you, then people will give you money. And there you go. By not caring about money and just caring about helping people, you have just made more money. Now, in the short term, this doesn't apply because in the short term, you can make loads of money really, really fast. In the short term, you can just like sprint out and make loads of money really, really quickly. If you want to live your life for the long term, if you don't just want to live your life for the next few years, and if you want to live your life for the long term, and you want to be happy for the rest of your life, then you need to prioritize purpose, because in the long term, you will make a lot more money than in the short term, if that makes sense. In the long term, you will make a lot more money if you prioritize purpose and if you prioritize money. Another analogy of this is I've said this twice. Another analogy of this is, imagine in a social setting, in a social gathering, there's two guys. There's the first guy. He just wants attention. He's really needy for attention, yes? And so he rips his shirt off and he gets down on the ground and he does loads of push-ups. People look at him for a few seconds and then they look away. He got the attention for a few seconds. He got everyone's attention for a few seconds, yes. But then once that attention's gone, it's gone, and people don't really like him very much because people see him as needy for attention, an attention seeker. Whereas there's another guy. He's sitting over in the corner and he's talking to someone, and he's telling this person he's talking to, he's telling them a really, really good story because he just wants to provide entertainment. He just wants to entertain this person, yes? And so he's telling this really nice story. And then a few more people come along and they stick around because they want to hear his story and they think his story is really, really cool. And more people come. More and more people come over time. And then eventually you've got everyone surrounded by him, listening to him, giving him all the attention. And in the first place, he didn't even care about the attention. He just cared about providing entertainment and providing value to this person he was telling the story to. And so this first guy that ripped his shirt off and did loads of push-ups, he got all the attention straight away, just like that. But then the attention was gone, and no one liked him. Whereas this other guy, the guy that didn't care about the attention, he just cared about providing entertainment and helping this person, he got all the attention, but not straight away. He got all the attention over time, and in the long term, the guy that was storytelling, he got more attention, and people liked him more. And that's because that applies back to this purpose thing. The guy that ripped his shirt off and did all the push-ups is like these Dubai entrepreneur materialistic guys who are just prioritizing money and are hating themselves. And the guy that was telling the story, this guy is one of the purposeful guys, like one of us. And that's because prioritizing your purpose and prioritizing helping people and loving your work and enjoying your work will make you so much more money in the long run. And this is actually making waves through the top level entrepreneur thing. In one of Hamza's, because I'm in Adonis school, I was watching one of the guest calls he had with Dan Bolton, I think it is, his mentor. And his mentor, Dan Bolton, this guy who's making $1 million a month or whatever it is, it's something like that, something crazy amount of money. He was talking about how in the top level entrepreneurship community, something that's making waves is that you should be purposeful and enjoy your work. So these top level guys, these top level millionaires who are making loads of money, what they are doing now is being purposeful in their work. These top level guys, they are being purposeful in their work to make millions. And so why shouldn't we? Why shouldn't we? And now the second thing, which I've already kind of mentioned a bit, is motivation. When you're just doing it for money, when you're not caring about helping people, you're not really going to be very motivated to make the money, are you? Because as soon as you make the money, and as soon as you make a decent amount of money, you're not really going to care as much about money, are you? You're not really going to care about making more money because it's all old. Making money is just old to you once you've made some. It's nothing new to you. And so you're not going to have any motivation for that, are you? You're not going to have any motivation to just get higher numbers in your bank account, are you? And so you're just going to be forcing yourself to work on something you hate working. You're going to have no motivation for it. You're going to wake up every morning. This is what the Dubai entrepreneur materialistic guys do. They wake up every morning, force themselves out of bed, walk over to their desk, work for an hour, absolutely hate it. They work for an hour just to maintain their business. They're absolutely hating it. Then after that, they're like, oh yeah, guys, I can go drive my nice car and show you my Rolex now. And they don't even like the car or the Rolex anymore. That's what they do. They have no motivation to work. Whereas for us, when we prioritize our purpose and when we prioritize helping people, yes, we get so much motivation. I've already talked about this. We wake up every single morning with a burning desire to help people, a burning desire to provide the world. And like I said this morning, I haven't even checked my phone or anything yet. I literally just woke up, got in the cold shower, started playing the video and then recording. And it has been, what, 4 hours of working now, 4 hours of deep work so far for this video to help people. And it's not like, I'm not even doing this for views, honestly. I learned about this concept yesterday and I just thought this is gonna help so many people. And so I did it. And that's why I wake up. Whereas if I was making these clickbaity videos, top 7 ways to improve your confidence, guys, I'm not motivated for them, am I? I'm not motivated to make top 7 ways to improve your confidence. I'm not motivated to do that because it's not helping anyone. But I'm motivated to do this because I know that I can help you with this. Because I know that I can provide value and make a positive impact in the world. And so I wake up every morning with a burning desire to help people. Part 6. It's deep-rooted beliefs that make it hard for you. 10 days ago, I was sitting at my desk and my mind was going absolutely wild. There was a literal battle going on inside my mind. I had just joined Adonis School and I clicked onto the little classroom section of Adonis School, yes. I went onto the YouTube course and the first video on the YouTube course, I watched it. It was about an hour long. It wasn't a proper video, it was like a cool recording and it was titled My New YouTube Mindset and it was from Hamza. And it blew my mind, honestly, because it was completely different to anything I've ever heard before. It was a completely different concept. It was something totally new to me. And it created a battle in my mind. It created a battle between the old beliefs and the new beliefs. The new beliefs I just learnt were fighting the old beliefs and they were having a battle in my mind. My mind was going crazy. I was sitting on my desk. I had my journal out. I was making notes. I was writing and it was a totally new experience because it was like there was a fight going on in my mind. I was getting thoughts where it was like, I was getting thoughts from the old beliefs and thoughts from the new beliefs and they were clashing. I was figuring out which one was best and what should I do. And then eventually, one side won. One of the beliefs won. The new beliefs won. The new beliefs prevailed over the old beliefs. And then that's where I get to where I am today. Those new beliefs were the beliefs of being purposeful and being authentic and caring about providing value and helping people. And the old beliefs were just caring about views and money and yeah. And the new beliefs won. The new beliefs won the battle. The new beliefs were stronger than the old beliefs. This is a whole concept which I've kind of come up with, where when you get given new beliefs, when you get given a new mindset, a new belief, a new mind is created in your head, yes. So let's say you have these old beliefs in your head. You know, a really good example of this is when you got onto self-improvement. When you got into self-improvement, really think back. Think back now, what was going on in your mind when you just learned about self-improvement? For most people, it was kind of like there was a battle going on in your head, wasn't there? I know from my friend, he's told me about this, that it was like, he spent a week deciding which route was the best option. Because when you learn about self-improvement, it goes against everything you've learned previously, doesn't it? Because your old beliefs about like the blue pill or whatever it's called, about like just pursue comfort and do what feels good and all of that, compared to these new beliefs where it's like pursue discomfort and prioritize your long term. Like these beliefs of self-improvement and these beliefs, I think it's called the blue pill, I'm not sure. Please don't quote me on that. But these old beliefs and these new beliefs, they fight. So these are the self-improvement beliefs and these are the old beliefs. They fight. And when they're fighting, this is you like trying to decide which one's best. And they're fighting, they're fighting, they're fighting. And if you're on self-improvement, and if you are on these beliefs of self-improvement, that means the beliefs of self-improvement, the self-improvement mindset, that won over the old beliefs. And these new beliefs, it killed off the old beliefs. Now, when you learn about this, this is exactly what's happening. So you have these old beliefs of how you should prioritize money and stuff. But then you also have these new beliefs where it's like you should prioritize helping people. And so I'm teaching you these beliefs that you should prioritize helping people. And they're fighting off your old beliefs of like you should prioritize money. So they're fighting. And what should happen is these new beliefs are prioritizing purpose and prioritizing helping people. They should win. And if they don't, then you're not really going to lead a good life. That's just a little concept of why it's so hard. So just remember that you should favor helping people and favor purpose and authenticity over money. Because it is what is going on in your head right now. It's just a little battle. It's just a little battle between what's right and what's wrong. And trust me, what's right about helping people, it should prevail over helping, like, getting money and stuff. You know, I just remembered something. I kind of used to be one of these, like, Dubai materialistic entrepreneurs. Obviously, I never made loads of money, and obviously I never moved to Dubai or anything, but I was in, like, a community with them. I'm just remembering this now. I was in it was like a private community that I was paying for to join. I'm remembering this now. I'm remembering the people in it. How they would, like, spew their beliefs over us. That, oh yeah, guys, get the cigars and get the nice watch and get the nice shoes and, oh my God, man. They had such a negative impact on me. And all the boys in there too. It's making them think, oh yeah, you should prioritize money and the damage these people are doing. These Dubai materialistic entrepreneurs, as I'm calling them. The damage that they're doing to people. It's honestly crazy. It's honestly crazy. There's so many people who are prioritizing money. Like, you see all these people doing the Andrew Tate symbol, like, Tornado, vida, you listen to that little Andrew Tate stands, and they got the little cigar, and they've got their, like, nice BMW or whatever, and they live in Dubai, and they've got the fancy Rolex watch, and it's like, they hate their life. They hate their life, and they know what they're doing is wrong, except they're putting these beliefs onto other people. They're forcing other people to do it, and it's like, they're having such a negative impact on the world, and it's honestly crazy. It's honestly crazy. They're not only ruining their own life, but they're ruining so many other people's lives, and it's honestly crazy. It's normal to think that you should prioritize these things. It's normal, and it is so damaging, and they are doing, honestly, they're doing so much damage. These people, these Dubai materialistic entrepreneurs, guys. Because I was in one of these, I was surrounded by these people. I was surrounded by these Dubai materialistic entrepreneurs, guys, and what do you think happened to my head? What do you think happened to my head? I started prioritizing money, didn't I? And is it a coincidence? Is it a huge coincidence that at the same time I was making the videos that were like all clickbaity and prioritizing views? Do you think that's a coincidence? It's not, isn't it? Because when these people, they had their beliefs about money and views are like priority, they put these beliefs and they spew their beliefs over everyone else nearby. Because like they see on Instagram, it's like, oh yeah, this guy's got a nice car, and that makes them want the car. And they're spreading this horrible belief about money being the priority. And when you do prioritize money, as I said before, it just ruins everything about you. It happened to me. I was prioritizing money and views, and it had such a negative impact on me because I hated doing it. There were months of my life where it was literally like in summer this year, I wasn't even enjoying it. I was literally just like, okay, I've got to plan another video, I've got to upload it, like, I've got to upload soon, I've got to edit, and it's just like, I absolutely hated it. I hated my life then. I absolutely hated like editing and doing all this stuff for the views and sending out loads of DMs asking people to like rate my videos and it all came from them. It all came from them because they were telling me that I needed to prioritize money, and they are having such a negative impact on everybody. I mean, if you still do have one of these beliefs, honestly, I don't blame you. Because it's so normal to prioritize like money. It's so normal to prioritize getting a fancy car. It's so normal to prioritize like smoking cigars and stuff. And it's just, I don't blame you if you do have it, honestly. I don't blame you have these beliefs, and they're so damaging. They're so damaging to so many people. It's so sad what's happening. People prioritizing money. I don't blame you, bro. I honestly don't blame you. But you know what? We're going to overcome this. We're going to get past this. We've been given these beliefs. We've been force-fed these beliefs. We've been indoctrinated into these beliefs that we have to prioritize money. And it's deep-rooted in our brains. They've put these parasites, the implants in our brains. But we're not going to let that stop us, are we? We're not going to let that stop us. We're going to get past this. We're going to get past this, and we are going to win. Eventually, they will look up to us, and they will see us enjoying our lives. They will see us making loads of money, and at the same time enjoying our lives, being purposeful, being motivated, being driven, and actually helping the world. They will look up to us like that, while they've just got their little like Bugatti stuff, and they'll feel jealous of us because we'll enjoy our lives and we'll love their lives, and they'll hate their lives. We will love our lives and they will hate our lives. We are going to follow our purpose and we are going to love our lives through it. We just have to get through this little bit now. We have to get through this little hard bit now where we won't get any results. And soon enough, once we follow our purpose, we will get to the top, and those stupid Dubai entrepreneur materialistic guys will look up to us. I really hope this video helped you, bro. Subscribe to join our movement. And see you in the next video. I didn't know what to say then. See you, bro. We are going to win, man.